And now we are down to 4. Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kevin Zwicker from Fast Count coming at you. And before I get into this video, please remember to like the video and subscribe. It helps the channel out in more ways than you even know. Plus, it's free. So as you guys see, I have a brand new snazzy mic. Merry Christmas to all of you guys and Happy Hanukkah to those who celebrate. Tonight's episode of AEW Dynamite, we got the reveal of what will be the 2 semifinal matches that take place at World's End this Saturday. Be sure to check in immediately after the show. I will be going live to do a post show for you guys and just kick it with you guys and talk about and break down what happened at the show. The 2 matchups we got tonight is Will Ospreay versus Kyle Fletcher, and Okada versus Ricochet. And I'm extremely excited for both of these matches. If I'm going to be completely honest with you guys, Ricochet versus Okada is a match that can main event any pay-per-view, any day of the week. And Kyle Fletcher versus Ospreay is a big-time matchup from their rematch at Full Gear. I'm excited. Going into this tournament, there were 2 storylines that I was really interested in particular of what we were going to potentially be talking about after this tournament. And those 2 storylines were, is this going to be the tournament that they're going to use to officially stamp Kyle Fletcher as the brand new homegrown star that AEW was going to strap the rocket behind his back and make him a big-time player heading into 2025? And the other storyline was concerning Okada. And were we going to use this tournament somehow, some way to pivot and have this big-time match on American soil between Kenny Omega and Okada? As we all know, Kenny Omega is due any day now when it comes to him in AEW. And gun to my head, I think the matchup that we're going to get in the finals is going to be Okada versus Kyle Fletcher. And I'm really kind of torn on that because if you've been watching the show the last previous couple of weeks, Ricochet has been doing a lot of good work when it comes to this weasel, cocky, heelish guy. I think this is his best character work that he's done, honestly, prior to his WWE work. Because in WWE, he was just kind of this flippy guy, outside of, some things in NXT. But on the main roster, that's all he was. And I'm torn off the fact that we're going to have a guy like Will Ospreay potentially lose 2 times in a row to Kyle Fletcher. But the thing that I could say that will be his saving grace is, in my opinion, Will Ospreay is a made man in AEW and just in wrestling in a whole. I think everybody recognizes that Will Ospreay is the man. And this is more important for Kyle Fletcher because at any time or any moment, I feel like Will Ospreay can put on a string of matches that's going to get him back into the world title picture. But Kyle Fletcher is the guy who needs this a lot more than him right now. And with Okada and Ricochet, there's a possibility that we could get 2 different interferences when it comes to that match. If you've been paying attention, we've seen things brewing between Ricochet and S Strickland. He could somehow find his way and get involved in that match. And like I said earlier, Kenny Omega is due any day now. And if you remember the last time we saw Kenny Omega on AEW TV, Okada was a part of the elite beatdown on him that sent him to the hospital. So that could possibly be what we see take place in that match. And honestly, man, I'm going to go with Kyle Fletcher to win the whole thing. I know that the Continental Classic is a tournament that's relatively new, and the title that they've had upon Okada, they sporadically use it. In my opinion, I think tournaments like this, that if you want to make it extremely prestigious, it should be for a prize that is something that is held with a lot of prestige throughout the year. And in my opinion, the Continental title really hasn't been that. But if we want to get a big time win on Kyle Fletcher, and they're really serious about having him be this guy in 2025, I believe that this is his time. I feel like he's going to beat Will Ospreay and he's going to beat Okada again, which was a rematch that took place earlier in the tournament. And I think we're going to go with Kyle Fletcher to win this whole thing. Kyle Fletcher is the official pick of the Fast Count to win the Continental Classic. But let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Who do you think's winning this tournament? Are you excited for the matchup that we got in the semifinals? Be ready to tune into the post show for World's End. Like I said, I will be here as long as you guys want me to be. Remember to like and subscribe the video. I am Kevin Zwicker. I'm out.